be able to force past the wave. They try and fade a freeze like that.
This is perfect. Yep, absolutely. You want to make sure you're getting the best situation here in the bot side. I talked about it. Teams have found success by putting...
As Cryan is exceptionally low. Whilst all of that is going on. Dipping, diving, dancing in the mid lane. Dragon control, it's not going to be the case. Hex flash over the wall in the mid lane could be interesting, but top side a little bit more. Knight's dead, it's a solo kill.
I was going to say, Knight got caught underneath the turret, was just tanking it there because of the Tangled Barbs. So now 369 looking for a 1v2, won't be able to get it, and this momentum from IG is massive. Yes, they lost a Dragon, which is a bit unfortunate.
I looked away for half a second. It's good timing from Cryan. And it's the extended duration too, because that was purple. I'm not sure what it hit. In front of him. I think it was
IG build off of this momentum, and it's only a start, but we'll see if they can go for anything else. Missing now, looking to try and jump here onto Wink. I feel like Wink's just dead. Yeah, On's going to try his hardest, but it's only a little bit of scratching to kind of turn back onto this one here. I like the idea of
the big bad boss, and then he revives one more time, but I feel like 369, he's not reviving from that gank.
No, not for at least another 30 seconds. No. Not for another kind of disrespect. Oh, no, Wink.
Oh,
you've already used your dredge line, and yeah, Wink's almost certainly going to be going down here. Bit unfortunate, but I mean, like, as I said, like, it's just like, it's so hard to see another result other than JDG 2-0ing in a very convincing fashion. So for IG to get this kind of a start.
One side right now is where I'm looking because the dive, it's on its way. On flash cleanse, everything's up, but can he do it?
Nice Inferno Trigger going to be able to come out of this one here, but he just can't get it going for himself. Kanavi will just about get himself away. Remember, so yes, you say definitely risky, but Knight, honestly, I think it was just Knight trying to maybe bluff a little bit too much. Display to make him untargetable, which is very handy for you know, an old. This is an issue. The Ghost will get popped here. He is the richest man in the game in a 1v4. I don't think I would even give 369 or bin this, but, you know, 4v2, he might be able to make something happen, making a 4v3. Now, Cryan coming in immediately, though, hasn't got the Pop Blossom and will die straight off of the bat. YSKM now goes a little bit too far forward, and all of a sudden, IG, it was all looking so good, and now...
After all of that runabout, it's probably going to make JDG expend a lot, but now they don't have to expend anything to get this tier 2 on the bottom side. It's just kind of part of the course off the back of that pick.
Want to try and keep up this early tempo. I like that they're kind of maybe focusing a bit more in this mid lane. They should get a crash in, and they should confirm that tower. Nicely done there by them. And Dragon, it has been currently taken by the Gnar as they're looking for a fight straight off the bat. They jump onto Ruler, they CC him down, and they burst him out. Now the Pop Blossom is good, and the Inferno Trigger reigns supreme. The absolute damage coming out, though, from Knight on the backside is huge. Can 369 go mega? That is the question. The needlework is good, but is it good enough? We're going to see Cryan having to flash over the wall because they do have the Mega Gnar now coming in. YSKM with blue buff and red, but they do not want this fight.
Their second Dragon to Wink.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's on full vision. He needs to be careful, and yeah, he's gonna Spider-Man.
This game, whole item up on 369 right now. He's been on the map for a while, so maybe he's got some gold to spend on the reset, but really
we get, the more we're starting to see maybe a potential for Ruler to pop off. And Tenzian, yeah, you get on the Ruler, but you're isolated, my friend. You can't really go for that fight. Missing will go in there with the Ignite and the Magnet Storm, so turning that one straight away back around in favor of IG. Knight trying to burst out on, but doesn't get the kill. So low. This is a risky moment to go into here. We're going to see Knight just constantly poking and prodding. Going to get the chains to go off here on Tianzian. And maybe take him out. He's so low. Pop Blossom is good, but it doesn't catch on the Ruler. We're going to have to wait to see how this fight really works. 369 denies everything from the side of IG. Quadra kill for the side of Ruler, and just...
IG's favor. And Ruler is the benefactor of everything that goes on in front of him. Quadra kill. It's 1, 2, and 3. Focused a little bit by IG, but then given a lot of respect back by Kanavi. Now 5, 2, and 3 means... probably going to go back to base and almost pick up another item. Sheen, I'm afraid. You're hoping that IG can maybe cause an upset here.
Mid and bot, and you can see IG, they're spread thin. They don't really know how they want to try and fight this one here. Kanavi can play between both of those lanes. Wow. Just a huge moment there for JDG, and this is why they're just the best team in the LPL, it feels like. It feels like even when IG are trying to hard force stuff like this, they just can't miss. It comes in. Another Mega Gnar from 369 denies everything. Finally, On can get the Inferno Trigger going, but Kanavi with the Heartbreakers has to get himself out. Actually, this is turning right the way around for the moment. IG still doing it, but Ruler wasn't there. Ruler was saying, cool, you guys want to fight 4v5? That's fine, I'm taking your base.
Maybe Kanavi can make something of nothing here, but I feel like too many bodies in the way between him and that Dragon. go over to IG. It's an objective bounty, you know. Small wins. You know?
IG, we see what they can do. Knight's just going to go bop, and that's going to be the turret confirmed. So your base is very scope. I ever let me do something. It said something along the lines of like, you should go home and eat chocolate, and I did. Well, nope. Thinking about chocolate means we're going to go straight into a team fight. The Pop Blossom hits literally nothing. Ruler is basically a free target right now. They can get on top of him, and they are trying, but the feathers tear through IG. They threw everything. Try and deny this, but I mean, this is going to be the 1-0 coming in here for JDG as they look to continue to oppress everyone in this league.
Yeah. Lost that one series at the start of summer.
Literally week 1.
Literally week 1. It's been over a month since we've seen this team take a series loss, dominate IG in game number 1. See if they can look to do the same thing again, just close this out in a clean 2-0.
I mean, look,
you were trying to lose. Like, they were fighting back at every opportunity and window, and they kept the gold lead. I'm sure we'll still get a post-game breakdown, the full screen, of course. And we do have our answer. Gwen, oh yeah, you said as well. Gwen was banned, so that's why they landed on the Fiora. So yeah, you know, for IG, that still feels great. Like, to take down JDG, because wouldn't even be surprised if they turn it at some point into a very early dragon.
Knight will die. So that's a 1-for-1 trade, but first blood over to JDG. His Knight is honestly, you can see him on the cameras. Yeah,
exactly. Oh, this is probably going to be able to stop the base. Or just
I don't think he will. Yeah, I was going to say, I think he was being a little bit greedy. He should have been fine with just making sure the weight.
I need to look back at that. I
really
think
hope,
I saw the I don't think I saw the 90 pop up. Crying, it's double chains. I don't think they have the damage to kill him. But they have the damage to kill Knight.
They do have the damage to kill Knight, and Cryan doesn't die either. Okay, IG, we're going back from gate number 1.
Would be also overzealous to come up here and gank it straight after the Gromp. Certainly seems to be the case.
Oh, nice riposte. Good flash, but can he get away? No, he doesn't need to. He can turn this one right back around as Tianzhen makes his presence known. IG looking to be more of a nuisance and a thorn in the side of JDG. They'll get 1, they'll get 2. Sure, look, we'll get them all. 2 more kills over to IG, 5-1. They are starting to build that momentum. He goes unseen.
Oh,
you know? Well, speaking of unseen, he was indeed. Bramble is going to connect. Pop Blossom pops Knight 6-1. Good momentum. IG, keep it up. Come on.
CB Dragon, all of those point and click almost down. Is there a teleport angle for YSKM? There is, and he's got Divine Sunderer, no doubt. He'll on top of the Dragon. He's got it still.
He got in and got the steal, but now the fight could really happen. There's going to be 369 right in the middle of absolutely everybody. There's going to be the clans on. Looks for the Inferno Trigger, but he is stunned up before he can do anything. The Kha'Zix and the Rel are traded back, though. IG come out with a 2-for-1 trade. And the Dragon, this is still very...
bit more. Kanavi.
Yeah, Pop Blossom. Maybe to catch out Kanavi. Can they burst him out before he gets out? No, the Void Assault gets him into an unseen threat. And now Cryan is going to be crying because he thought he was so close, yet so far. 369 is getting solo boloed by YSKM. They should know him. They will. Going to the fact that we always talk about it is that, you know, you get gold and then you start building up that Elder kind of win condition. And it's exactly what they're doing. They don't care. And I told
if JDG just decide to not contest the next dragon either.
I mean, they probably could.
And
well, Kanavi decided he wanted to contest. I'm not quite sure why. And he dies because of it. They could have given it away. They got 2 towers on top side.
They can dive
it. If he takes enough of a chunk. Ooh, missing. Not quite able to get himself the CC down, but with the parry already there, YSKM looking for one more proc. A Static Shiv is taking him out just before he's able to kill off. Bot lane's also going to bring it back to probably about 500. This game is slightly and slowly just turning away from IG as JDG's gears start.
What's going on, man? How did they do it? It's absurd. Anyway, YSKM uses the riposte to... Okay, I didn't actually realize how wide missing was on that swing.
Pretty. You're now ahead in goal. Finally, YSKM gets this tower on bot side to try and eke it back to an even set.
Probably the hardest. It won't stop IG from trying. It's Tianzhen. Oh!
They're looking for Knight, but again, you talked about how slippery they are. Missing, not quite as slippery on a giant metal horse. We'll see the clone of Knight getting taken away here now. Definitely the thing that would force IG in a much better situation. Navi trying to run away from this one here, and Tianzhen finds himself all alone. He's going to have to immediately get a Vault Breaker out of there. Tianzhen now taken very low, finally shut down by Knight. That's now a 5v4 in favor of JDG, and the clone very, very nice. He gets the flash, or sorry, the flash and the teleport. And then speaking of flashes, Wink has already lost his, so he's probably going to fall down here in the next second or two. He does have a bit of Spider-Man uses in him. Tianxian is off to the side, but can he really help out his support? He can with a teleport coming in. They're going to flash in onto Wink, who just throws in one last dredge line to make it work. Missing has been left out to dry. Anon picks up that kill. They will be able to turn this one right back on the 369. No! He gets the knockback because of Casante. Double kill coming in for JDG. It's a 2-for-2 trade. All right, enhanced honey fruits to make sure they get the healing back, and Kanavi gets taken out by the ultimate of the Nautilus. Now on jumping in, trying to deal with 369, and the ultimate from the Vi means Pop Blossom hits 4, and that's exactly what you want to be seeing here from IG. They will be able to turn back this fight. Ruler cannot contribute, and what looked like it was going to be JDG slowly burning them down, IG find the perfect fight.
Oh, Cryan's re-engage is so good, it might have just got IG almost every...
Not dead and buried yet. We talked about a little bit earlier how important this Baron buff could be. Let's have a look at the replay, because 369 almost...
Moving forward for the remainder of the split. At the end of the day, for JDG, right? Oh,
Kanavi. He's dead.
At the end of the day,
this is awkward.
For JDG, they will probably still finish top 2. You don't want to lose first place to series percent... Oh, not series... They have given IG too much from the cookie jar here.
And I mean, IG, we talked about how they mathematically needed a 2-0 all of their series and then, you know, hope and pray for some other results. They're already technically mathematically out of playoffs, but as soon as the pressure was off, they are pushing in onto JDG. It feels like JDG are very much under pressure. 369 goes forward, hooked in, taken really low. Just end up flashing away after using the all-out onto YSKM, as they now try to look for a great hook on tonight here from Wink. Pop Blossom lands down. YSKM did give over his life, but it looks like IG are going to be forcing JDG to a game number 3.
Sometime in 2018, you'd be like, man, you know, this world champions, IG on their way. It makes sense. This is a completely different version of this team. Very funny to see this game go the way it does, but like you mentioned, it's like we're going to a game number 3. IG are pushing them the way.
They're going for it. There's going to be the from the depths right on top of Ruler. 369 trying to cut off the wave, but he's just not tanky enough. On with the Inferno trigger. Makes it a guarantee. IG will be forcing JDG to 3, and they're not quite done with this series. This could still get messy for JDG. They're not confirmed for top 2 yet. And we'll have to see how game number 3 goes as IG keep themselves alive in this series. Just about going to finish off the game. That was a little closer than I anticipated.
Even as the Nexus falls, it feels like everything is so typically geared towards JDG, you know, winning. Back end of their composition, though.
I want this. I want this so badly. This is something that I would love to see, because it goes into everything we were just talking about. You're going to all full in, dive, give everything here. The Blitzcrank is still good, but it's definitely not a set support there. You know, one of the Golden Guardians kind of specials from MSI. Gonna be the Blitzcrank here for Wink. So IG are gonna start off this dragon. Looks like they should be able to get this one confirmed. No real questions asked. Missing, maybe looking for a hook to try and go for this one here. Will land on the Wink, who has no flash, and they try and engage onto this one. Missing flashes away because they got red and white, and they want to fight the exhaust as well to kind of stop any more of that damage. And with the Ash, the Enchanted Crystal Arrow just not quite there for him. And now Knight, maybe he's gonna be able to catch him. Tianxian, that is just a little bit of a lead. So Tianxian is kind of moving down here. There is a TP eventually for Knight. Here we go. Paranoia comes in. Oh, really nicely done there by Wink. He will trade back his life, but what a great flash to not get hit by that arrow mid, or placing top. It's plate and mid, plate and bot. It's what is basically equaling out to this gold lead, as now they look to try and go aggressive on top side. 369 does have the dominance and will pop it out straight away. Nice stun there, which means the Hexacle comes out. YSKM gets traded back though. 369 in a 1v2. Thinking like he can maybe go for it. Was waiting for a couple of cool
out the hook shots stun with the ultimate, and then it kind of allow the very fast responses. Arn, speaking of fast responses, is going to need one here in this trade.
Yeah, it does have the Infernum ultimate, but Ruler finds the needle in the haystack. Nice.
Very quick and easy takeaway. 450 gold of the game, so maybe as I say that and the Wolves converge, he might just be.
They smell blood in the water. Missing. Looking for that hook. They will burn into him immediately. TP comes out, but the Camille is already dead. The Paranoia to go straight in onto Missing, and he will be a confirmed kill. 1-for-1 trade. Cryan did TP up, But that means with everybody being pushed up towards...
Grow it even further.
Gets those back. Let me look at the replay here again. Because again, like you said...
He's able to dodge out on a knock-up with his ultimate would be good. That's...
Ruler. I mean, Ruler's just dead. He just did not respect the fact that he didn't have flash. Gets caught out immediately by Wink. Not willing to let JDG have their way with this. Not willing to let JDG just kind of take things. Another fantastic hook by Wink. This man is a madman. Making sure JDG know what's up.
Yeah, almost the Gale Force, right? Like, he's going to be really, really strong. This tower will drop for JDG. And I'm not sure how I feel about IG giving up this third dragon. They did something very similar in the previous game, though I guess the game state was kind of akin to this, where they started to fall behind by this timer, right? Tower in the top side and trade, but it just doesn't feel like the best in the world. Oh, does he have vision? He does now.
He goes straight in. It's a straight 50-50!
Wow.
And IG steal away the dragon. JDG now caught between a rock and a hard place, but do they want to fight it? Yes, they do. This Renekton slices and dices his way through the Nocturne and picks up a kill on. Has a flash and play around. Great kill back, though, and they get top turret. So JDG forced into a fight. They only get one kill. That's a
Gen finds the connection, and he finds the smite as well.
You can feel like that sometimes as the Wink chose in a random thing. Knight having a little bit of a go right now. They're going to jump in as well with the paranoia. Knight trying to get away, but he cannot jump out of the Hextech ultimatum now. You can see Kanavi flashing away. 369 is tearing through the backside again. They will get a perfect cleanse from On after the fact, though, because he perfectly fights that crocodile and he keeps his mouth shut with the chakrams.
We spoke about the gambit.
It's gone.
Oh,
Lord. We're starting to get a bit...
up this one individual dragon. Be secured.
What can support Knight? I think he recognizes that. No one's showing on the map. But, I mean, this is what I always say when coming to the LPL. There are no... Cannot make it in to the playoffs right now because of their game difference score. I think they're on -14 or something like that. So this is a pure...
It won't even matter. So that's 2 ultimates now blown from JDG. Wisecam can maybe collapse onto missing.
Oh, they're looking to try and burn him down. He gets so low and finally gets dragged right back. Wing confirms that when Yscam goes in alongside the Nocturne that killed off Knight, but can they kill off Ruler? Ruler's still putting in the DPS, and Ruler is a scary man. 369 as well. You can see Crying just trying to maybe just delay.
Silly, track that. 369 really needs to try and mark this.
Fair chunk. YSKM moving forward into this one here. He knows he's been spotted out. There's the paranoia popped by IG. They're looking to try and dive here, but do they have the damage? There we go. Jumping in. The Aphelios secures the soul as they look to try and turn back this fight. But look at the damage from Ruler. He's constantly putting out DPS, untouched, unfazed, and unbothered by IG. And now On gets caught out, trying to see if he can burn down people with the Infernum. He's got plenty of damage, and it's going to be all on. 369 tries to go in, but he stands the wrong target. Now Knight and Ruler are trying to kite this one back. They will not be able to get him. One more auto. There it is. Knight confirms it. It is still soul for IG, but Ruler...
away. On no longer has the caliber to match the range. Crying has to be the poke master here. And if he's not, then this is just secure. Yeah, he's on his way.
TP on top of this one here, but no, immediately does not get to do anything. They jump straight onto On, who's got the damage, but can they get the hook? No, they cannot. Yes, they can. How the hell does Knight get caught out by that? Now you can see On getting taken out as Ruler starts absolutely pew-pewing people. Will finally be taken down by YSKM, but Jamada, this game is getting scrappy. Not quite done just yet.
YSKM turn around.
Getting called around, but YSKM now doesn't really have any support. They will get the hook back as Wing tries to help out his top laner. YSKM cannot run away, and 369 picks up that kill. What an extended play here at the end of it all. But he needs to get back over the wall. There it is. It's not a fast Baron, and Crying's respawned. Everyone's respawning. Here we go. They've got the vision on it. They're going to look for a hook. He goes in. They're going to try and burn him down. It's going to be a smite fight. It's LeBlanc to confirm it. IG steal away the Baron, and JDG are still... We are probably screaming more than we are, to be perfectly honest, because she is probably... just as confused as to why these fights are going in. Missing did actually throw a hook, and yeah, he gets hooked right back on top of that one. Really bad mistake there from Missing, and now 369 gets jumped on here by YSKM. And
45 seconds. I mean, if Wink can find an angle for a hook, then maybe not. But like
YSKM's split pushing. He's got a lot of damage in there.
This is actually huge.
This is huge. They will pop open the base. Inhibitor will go down. Knight got the buffer on the blitz hook as Crying just keeps everyone at arm's length. A minute doesn't die, but it means that, again, the next wave, you can't defend this one here. That's 2 inhibitors exposed, 1 inhibitor down, the second one not even going to be a footnote in IG's resume. As they look to take a huge step forward here for themselves. There's an Ashel, but They're looking for the fight straight away. They're going to see the hook go wide. There's the Moonlight Vigil to put in decent damage as Ruler is still putting in some work. The Paranoia finally comes out. YSKM goes into GA. They've taken down Missing, but Ruler still putting in some work. They have got the Runans, and these Hellfires are getting low. 369 takes down the Nocturne. Ruler is still pushing. Ruler is still putting in DPS, and Ruler is still going ham. Gets the GA out of on, comes out of stasis, but they cannot block it, and IG look like they've done it. They will take a scalp off of JDG, and they will continue to be spoilers in the LPL.
You've heard of David and Goliath, but you might have to rewrite a story for this series. IG, after a miserable season, right on the back end, played the biggest spoiler in the world you could imagine for JDG. 3-game series.